so much for being here today. This is undoubtedly my favorite day of the year. It's my favorite day of the year because it repeats every 365 days of the year. So, happy Earth Day to everyone. I've been very happy to watch the news today and this week. The worldwide initiative supported by the U.S., known as the 30 by 30, has passed through and is being enacted. It aims to conserve 30% of the world's land and water by 2030. Can you think of anything better to celebrate on Earth Day? Also in the news today, President Biden said he is looking at documenting all of the heritage trees, all of the ancestral trees, and working to protect them from fire, but also to work with fire to make everything more healthy. We need to take care of the earth. We need to take care of the planet. We're here to do that, and we have a great opportunity today and every day to make a difference. So I want to thank all the volunteers that were here today. I want to thank all of the Pacific Beach Coalition that have been working at all of the different sites. I want to thank our junior team who've been working all year and for 2 years, because it takes leadership to make that happen. And these guys are out on the front lines. I'd also especially like to thank Julie and our naturalist team who are out there getting education to people, giving you a little bit more insight. Today we honor Mission Blue, and Amelia's going to tell us all about them. This is the butterfly. This is the size of the real butterfly. And it's a very special species that Amelia's going to tell us about, but it has many symbiotic relationships. And it has helped us protect these lands. So today we dedicate the work of all our volunteers. We dedicate the commitment that we have for the planet to the Mission Blue butterfly, and we will do so, and we will learn and educate people about it all year long. We're going to be okay. We got some good representatives growing up and becoming voices in the community. This is kind of a good time to just recognize that the Mission Blue is a butterfly that's about a ½ inch long, that lives 7 to 10 days, but takes a year to become a butterfly. So it's kind of a special species, and it's part of the food chain. And so I envision the Mission Blue habitat, but I envision native plants coming down into our yards and into our commercial spaces and bringing the species down in here and growing them and learning about them and transforming our stuff into pollinating plants, plant areas, so that whether it's saving the Mission Blue or it's saving the other species, we can do that because we need to do that. The stronger it is, the better and more resilient it's going to be to climate change. And we have taken so much space away from the Mission Blue and from our pollinators, it's time for us to give it back. And so I invite you to join the Pacifica Gardens, has a native plant nursery, so you can learn about propagating them. You can buy native plants from them and bring them back. It's my pleasure because one of the things we need to think about, we need to do, these native plants are having a struggle. We have islands of native plants growing on the Lindemore Trail. Our water tank was stolen. These plants are thirsty all year, all summer long, and we've not had it. We've had 7 years pretty much of drought. So I invite all of you when you're hiking to bring a water bottle to water. But I also invite you to conserve water. I also want to say, you know, it may not be easy to stop me, but it's not easy to stop the Earth Heroes in our community and the Earth Heroes that come out day after day. And through COVID, Street to Beach grew. It was a new program, and we have volunteers that are picking up the streets even today that aren't part of the beach cleanup, and they're cleaning our streets, and they extend down to Orange County and San Diego. They extend up to Washington State. So I want to thank the Earth Heroes who are unstoppable as well and turned out to get all those masks and gloves. I invite you to share whatever you learn. I invite you to use your voice and to get out and step out and be an example, but also go to those businesses and say thank you for what they are doing, or to encourage them to do more if they're not doing it. We did have the environmental sustainability director for all of Starbucks here today. His name was Michael, and we will be having more conversations with him. What did he say? 8 or 9 billion cups a year are used by Starbucks, and their mission is to get it down to 0. So we had a Starbucks group out picking up. We talked about what did they find, and we encouraged them to thank everyone who brings in their own cup. They gave out cups that people can reuse. We have got to change, and we need big business to be leaders in this. They need to pool their money to change it, and we've got to break the hold of the oil industry, the plastic industry, and the tobacco industry. And that, my friends, is not easy. But these kind of things are what's going to make all the difference. So I'd like to thank PCT, Vicki Moore, and we're going to close the way we close all our beach cleanups, with the Earth Hero Pledge. So I actually would like to just remind everybody that we also are about education. We put together a huge education module for teachers and for families to learn about Mission Blue, and for you if you're interested. And we were at Oceana High School yesterday bringing this message about Mission Blues to 110 sophomores. It was an honor and a privilege, and some of the sophomores were here today because of that. So this is a repeat after me. We raise our hand and we speak to the whales. I heard the whales are out. They're always out for Earth Day. I pledge to do my part. I'm going to start that over because I really can't hear you. I pledge to do my part to keep our beaches and oceans free from trash. I will pick up litter, throw garbage away properly, compost, and use less plastic. I pledge to learn more about the Mission Blue butterfly and pollinators, and to advocate against pesticides and for native habitat. I pledge to show respect for nature and all living things, and to use my voice for the earth and ocean. You are all Earth heroes. Thank you for being a part of this today. Thank you to our photographer too, Dave Rauenbuehler.